Scorpio, if you've been feeling drained or weighed down by the past, this message is for you. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your June monthly tarot reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you for your continued support. If you enjoy these readings, take a quick second to click that subscribe button. It's free, and it means you'll never miss your spiritual guidance. This month is about embracing emotional transformation and reclaiming your power. Your inner fire is ready to rise. Stick around. Let's see what the cards reveal. Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your June monthly intuitive tarot reading. I have already asked for blessings for this reading, so let's dive in. Okay, Scorpio, interesting read going on here for you. You have the Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Cups. I find it interesting you go from a 5 to a 7, a 5 to a 7. Okay? And they're four different suits. So everything and anything is going on here for you. You have the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. So you have all four suits represented there. But it's like you go from this 5 to 7, 5 to 7. It's like you go from some kind of conflict, and I want to say some kind of inner conflict or some kind of inner disruption, or some disruption, something that feels uncomfortable, to a period of reflecting on it and reassessing it and saying, okay, how do I make this better? So you have this disruption, improvement going on here. And it's all centered around this theme of your month, which is the Ace of Cups, which is about happiness. It's about being fulfilled. It's about being emotionally happy and having some rebirth, and maybe everything at the core for you is about healing. Okay, I feel like you're looking for some inner fire, like you're looking for some fire, period. You're looking for something that, every time you go for that improvement, that reassessment, that those sevens there, that you are going sort of each time you're going into that period of how do I make it even better and better and more fulfilling and more enjoyable and more healing for myself. All right. Now, this is, I feel like, okay, maybe there's been some disappointment, right? So you've invested a lot of emotion, a lot of time, a lot of energy into something. But instead of staying in the regret, I feel like you're moving through the regret. I feel like you're shedding old emotional layers. Okay? So whatever's going on here for you, okay? there's something very powerful here in that the transformation, you're trying to push through a transformation, or you're trying to force a transformation with these 7 weeks. Okay. And you're trying to push through this transformation, but it isn't a loud one. Okay. It's kind of internal. I'd say it's about emotional maturity here. Okay. It's about really choosing yourself and choosing yourself in a new way. Okay, so you start the month, right? 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups, Queen of Wands. Emotional release happening there. Okay, 5 of Cups says, you know what? I'm feeling very dejected. I'm feeling very disappointed in something. I'm feeling like you know what? I really don't feel like you're just kind of looking at the negative side of something, not realizing that there is even a positive side. And of course, there always is, right? But I have to put this out there that it's just like it's not seen by you in this first week. So you're feeling that you need a little bit of emotional release, and you may be releasing it with that 8 of Cups, okay? You may find yourself reflecting on something that didn't work out the way you had hoped it to, and you could be feeling a little bit of lingering sadness, a little disappointment, or really just a sense of, okay, well, that chapter of my life, that's over, okay? But you actually choose to walk away from it consciously, which is why I say that chapter is over. Okay. You step back into your confidence with the Queen of Wands here because you want to shine brightly. She is an energy of wanting to shine brightly and show your stuff. Okay. And that's how you reclaim your power. So instead of staying in regret, you start focusing on what it can excite you. Okay. Or you're hoping to focus in on something that will excite you. All right. Uh, it's a week of saying, I am not staying anywhere where I feel drained. I am not staying with anyone where I feel drained. I am not doing anything that makes me feel drained. And that decision alone is what changes everything for you, because this is all about your happiness, right? It's all about you getting some fire back in your life. Okay, so next you move into the 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Star card. So now you have a little bit of patience and perspective here, because the 7 of Pentacles is about reassessment. The 7 of Pentacles says, let's step back and let's look at the fruits of our labor and let's see how I can change things, move things, do things a little bit differently to improve something here. So you begin reassessing a person, place, thing, event, whatever that's going on in your life in this month. Whatever it is, whatever you're building, wherever your energy is going, wherever you want it to go next, okay, that is what you're reassessing. So there is some inspiration that returns with that Ace of Wands, okay? There is a spark with that Ace of Wands. There is a vision for something new, not just with that Ace of Wands, but with that Star card. There is hope with that Star card, even if maybe it was unexpected. Okay, so it's very subtle. This is something that's going on here is very subtle at first, but it begins to grow, and the fire takes place slowly because you've only lit the match here with the Ace of Wands. You haven't built a bonfire yet, that inner fire. You're just starting to light the match. All right, so you've lit the match. So basically, you know, this second week here, you know, you realize that what didn't work out actually is redirecting you towards something more aligned. And get into the third weekend, the 5 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So again, a little bit of disruption there in that third week because of the 5, but it's more of a sort of, I'm going to say, a mental disruption. as opposed to any physical type disruption. But it's a moment where you kind of recognize the past conflict, okay, or the past argument, or the past ego clash, or the situation where things became competitive, or the situation where things became tense, or the situation that made you feel like you needed the emotional release. So you're not, I don't feel like anybody's reacting to anything. Let's put it that way. But I feel like you're rising above it. Six of Wands is a card of victory. Six of Wands is that recognition that you're having. You gain clarity, right? And you actually can rise above that emotional set boundaries or what have you. Okay, so you understand sort of your role, you understand that other person's role, you understand where you're coming from, you understand where they're coming from, and what you no longer need to engage in. Okay, and that's very nurturing for you with this Queen of Cups. Okay, definitely victory here, but not because you win against someone. You win because you refuse to keep fighting the battles that drain you. Okay. And that, my friends, is amazing emotional maturity. Now you get into the last week of the month and you have the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool. So this is where the fire finally comes into play because you're standing strong in that Seven of Wands. You're defending your new boundaries. You're defending your beliefs. You commit to your growth. You put focused effort with that Eight of Pentacles toward what truly matters to you at the end of the month. And then you take the leap. You take the Fool's new journey and you take that leap of faith. So there's a sense of stepping into that new chapter with fire, with feeling courageous, okay? And really, you're going to start something new, thinking differently about the future, or taking maybe for some of you a personal risk that feels freeing. Okay, so I feel like you do the inner work, which is great, and then you're ready to move forward without the weight of the past hanging on you. All right, Scorpio, I'm going to get you an oracle card. Let's see what oracle message there is for Scorpio. Number 14, beautiful, have no fear. Absolutely, have no fear. I'll read it to you. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from the disquieting feelings holding you back. Have no fear. Gorgeous message. And that's it for today, my friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really does help support the channel. And if you do enjoy this content and would like more videos coming your way, then please subscribe. And I truly appreciate your support. So I will see you next time. Until then, I am wishing you divine light and love.